If your thesis feels like 3 different PhDs, you're not doing something wrong. You just need to find the common thread. Welcome back to the Surviving PhD in India series, and today we're discussing multiple research ideas, one PhD. I wrote a multi-study thesis for climate change psychology, 3 studies, different methodologies, and the hardest part was finding an argument to tie it all together. So let me break down how to do this from my experience. First, is a multi-study thesis even right for you? In Indian psychology thesis, most of them are single study, but the global standard is moving to multi-study thesis. This is because they are better at letting you replicate your findings across different contexts, test causal pathways instead of just relationships, and use mixed methods to build different kinds of evidence. This is a much stronger contribution, and you also have multiple papers ready for publication. Second, how do you combine multiple studies into one thesis? Start with the strengths of each of your designs. A correlational survey tells you what is related. Add an experiment on top of that, and you can present causal direction. You can follow the logic of psychology itself. Describe, explain, predict, and change. For instance, my thesis moved from describing what Indians believe about climate change to explaining what drives their risk perception and testing this through a behavioral intervention to predict behavior change. Third, how do you tie it all together? This is where your thesis statement comes in. Not research statement, thesis statement. This is the larger argument about the gap that you're addressing across all your studies. Mine was to understand climate psychology for India. We need models from Indian data, not Western data, because they do not adapt well across contexts. So every study I did spoke exactly to that point. If you're trying to write that one sentence right now and it's not coming to you, it's a sign that you need to go back to the philosophy of science. What do you believe about how knowledge should be built in your field? Is there only just one way? And that's where the thread lives. I've built a free thesis statement template that can walk you through constructing this. So there's a link in my bio, and you can save this reel to come back for more. Thank you for tuning into the Surviving PhD in India series, and I'll catch you in the next episode where we talk about research documentation.